What's up, guys? So, today we're going to talk about exchanges. Why are we talking about exchanges? Well, we got our Bitcoin, we know about some altcoins, but we ain't got no altcoins. So, let's go through how to acquire these altcoins. Alright, so, what I recommend for the top 3 exchanges for altcoin is Binance, Bittrex, and HitBTC. Binance and Bittrex are more notable, trustworthy players in the game. They have a lot of the top 100 altcoins, but there are a couple of those like down low and dirty on low ends of CoinMarketCap that are perceivable good players and could be a good investment strategy for like 5% of say your portfolio, so you could like get those like down low guys that are like, yeah, they got good tech, but they be slacking on their marketing. So whenever they're pumping up, I'm gonna profit. And to name drop some of these coins is like Lambda and Rivets. They're pretty good. Lambda already has atomic swaps worked out, so yeah, they're down low, but once they start that marketing, woo, something could happen. But let's get to the main point, which is exchanges. So now that we know that Binance, Bittrex, and HitBTC are good exchanges to get a full circle purchasing ability of all coins on CoinMarketCap and so on, how do we get it? They're usually pretty easy to get on. For instance, Binance and Bittrex, you have basically you just give them your email, you make a password, you confirm your email, and bam, you're logged in. Like, it's that easy. They do recommend two-factor authentication, like getting. Let me grab my phone right quick. So, let's get to. Basically, they're gonna use something like Google Authenticator. You guys have probably seen this before. They just you log in, you do your password, then they'll say do two-factor authentication, and it's basically they say type in this number and you have only a limited time, and it's a random generated number off that. So that's a pretty good way to. I mean, hackers have gotten around two-factor authentication, but that's like if you're only getting like specifically targeted that they'll get you. Like, that's the likelihood of that happening is the likelihood of the four horsemen coming down and like chopping your head off, and your head goes rolling into a tornado, and then it gets thrown into like, Never Land, or no, that's not the wrong one, but what's that movie with the red shoe and the witch? It's not important. But let's talk about, once we sign up, how do you use it? So how you use it is you have to get some form of, to have an investment you have to have savings or some type of currency to fund what you're buying, to trade for. So when you do that, all you do is you log in, go to the wallets part of the page, click whatever, honestly, like whatever coin they have accepted on there and that you have. I mean, you're probably going to have Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ether if you've only been following me. But so basically, you're gonna get the address, copy that address to wherever your wallet is, where it says sending. Paste that address that says send to this address. Paste the address from the exchange into where it says send that address. And then you're gonna put the amount that you want. And once you send it and it's funded and your account's funded, it does take some time, because due to whatever currency you use, it has to take the time for the network to validate it. Once the network validates it, the exchange has to validate it. And they're usually pretty quick about that, depending on how the how many people are using both platforms. So it'll take between, the longest it's ever taken me to get Bitcoin on an exchange was an hour. And it didn't take an hour to let the exchange notify. The exchange was just like, oh, it only had 3 out of the 6 validators happen. So they want to know if it's a true transaction or whatever. Because, I mean, that's the point of multiple validation. Like, they don't want to have a double spend, or because that would basically buck the system and be like, man, there was only 17 million Bitcoins out there, but I somehow spent 2. How's that going to work? That would defeat the purpose of having a digital currency. But once they do validate it, then you can go to the exchange aspect of it, click exchange, and you will notice that some of the exchanges on Binance, for instance, like some coins are only on the Ethereum exchange, some coins are only on the Bitcoin exchange, and then like a couple coins are on the dollar exchange. And that's the dollar on like those exchanges is a whole nother thing. It's just new. Like everybody's trying to for instance, it's 2018 right now, so the whole big deal about the whole crypto space through 2018 and through 2019 is the US to crypto bridge, because people are psyched on crypto. There's been talks about there being a little over like $1 trillion ready to invest through to from an institutional standpoint in crypto, but they have no structure. But that's another video. I'm probably going to be starting a Patreon page where I'm going to dive deep into what's really going on in the crypto world. But I'm going to have these videos on YouTube to help you guys get a basic understanding of what's going on, because what the fuck are you going to do with a Patreon page that tells you, oh, man, the whole deal with crypto going up is because of the Triffin dilemma. You don't even know what the Triffin dilemma is, let alone unless you're an economist, you don't know how the dollar structure and why crypto is doing what it's doing. But like I said, that's the Patreon page. I'm going to delve into that real deep. It's gonna get crazy up in here. We're gonna talk about a lot of things on that page, but I'll get more into that at another time. So once you get into you get your account funded, you do your research, you find out what coins you want to buy, then you have to figure out how to exchange it, and it's really easy usually. Like some exchanges, exchanges other than the classic ones like Binance, Bittrex, and HitBTC are things like ChangeLly and Shapeshift. They are exchanges where you don't necessarily have to have an exchange account, because you can just be like, okay, they just automate the whole process for you. You're like, okay, I'm gonna give 5.2 Litecoin and I want, say, 40,000 Civic, and you're basically gonna put that in, send it, and then you need to put in the wallet address where you want it to receive, and they handle the whole exchanging process for you. However, the fee is more, I wouldn't say it's exorbitant, but it's just more than having to put in a buy order yourself, because it's basically exchanges like Binance, Bittrex, and HitBTC go on the whole buy order normal stock trading process, where it's like, okay, people are selling it for this, people are buying it for this. On Shapeshift and ChangeLly, they wipe all that out for you. You don't have to know jack shit about that. But why Binance and Bittrex and those exchanges are more important is because once you get more into trading, which, like I mentioned before on the Patreon page, me and my bro, we're going to start talking about that, and delve into more of that, and point you in the directions where you need to go to start making some, having a very high percentage of accurately profitable trading. It kind of there's certain things you can really do in this world that oh man, your percentages on profitability get so high. Oh, it's good. Yeah, I know I'd be preaching that, and I know it may not look like it right here, but I'm young. I can get away with this shit, living for cheap and just being more or less a stealthy cat. But it takes great talent and skill to conceal great talent and skill. Be that what it may sound like arrogance, it may sound like confidence to you, but that's not important. But yeah, so we got wrapping everything up, we got the exchanges, Binance, Bittrex, HitBTC, I'll put a link in the description. And we have ChangeLly and Shapeshift. I'll also put a link in the description for that. How you do it, you sign in, email, password. If you're feeling special, which you probably should, 2-factor authentication. It's better just have safety overall, why not have 3 locks on your door when you can only have 1? What? And so once you got that all set up, you fund your account, you get the receiving receiving address from the exchange, put it in, send however much you want, then you go to exchange and you put in a buy order for whatever coin you want. Do your research, do it. And bam, you get your coins, you got your altcoins, you do whatever. And if you're feeling lazy about learning how to do buy orders and stuff, go to ChangeLly or Shapeshift. Yeah, guys, thanks. I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If you got a bad comment, make sure it's constructive. Keyword constructive. If you're just going to be a dick, I'm not going to pay attention. And have a good day.